revocation certificate for obtaining an OCI card is welcome, and I am guaranteeing that it will give relief. But I would say one thing, that it was wise decision on the part of the central government to have taken this route, especially in view of the proceedings which had taken place in the High Court. If not, the central government was going to face contempt, and an inquiry would have to be ordered as to how the statement was made, whether it was made with or without the knowledge of the central government, with or without instructions of the central government. Because once a solemn statement is made in the court, you cannot go back and play the fool. And I mentioned this earlier. So as far as the OCI card revocation, that is the first part. Remember, what we are dealing with here is surrender is of a passport and the revocation is of a passport. But there is another issue which is come up relating to OCI card. And I will tell you this because I have been consulted on this matter, and I have also given a reply which is to be given to the concerned High Commission in London, which has raised this issue. In this particular case, the person was born in 2015. The person was not born in 2000. In 2015, this person was a minor of age. In March 2015, this person obtained an Indian passport. September 2015, still being a minor, the Portuguese registration was done. After that, the Indian passport was renewed in 2020. In December 2023, this minor child got a Portuguese passport. The child was to become major of age on 24 January 2024. So before becoming major of age, this child applied by saying, I want an OCI card, because the registration of birth had already been done. So on 6th of January, the application was made. An appointment was given, which this person attended. The child attended on 11th of January. The entire process was done before the child attained age of majority. Now in the month of May, an intimation has come, a notice has come, a show cause notice, saying that you had registered your birth and you had acquired foreign citizenship, and after that you had obtained a passport, that is the renewed passport, which is a contravention of the rules, and therefore show cause why action should not be taken. I have given a reply, and I will explain this reply to you. The first part of the reply, I said the child was a minor, and whatever has been done as a minor, there is no legal sanctions which can come against a minor. But the second part of it was most interesting, which I have said, that it is a dual kind of an ambiguous situation which the central government is putting. In Goa and in India, you are saying that when a person has registered the birth in Portugal, you have become a citizen of Portugal, and that is correct law. I don't say no. But what is happening in the missions abroad, whether it's in the embassies, Indian embassies or High Commission, after you have surrendered your passport, forget revocation, even after you have surrendered your passport, because you have registered your birth in a foreign country, they are insisting on a renunciation certificate, which means it is creating a confusion. Article 9 of the Constitution of India says that when you have voluntarily acquired citizenship of a foreign country, you cease to be citizen of India. Cease to be means there is no more question. You automatically cease to be a citizen of India. If a question should arise whether a person has voluntarily given up or not, when and how, that question can be decided under Section 9 of the Citizenship Act by the central government. So for the limited purpose, because somebody may use my documents and get a registration. You remember recent case of some person from Gujarat who was caught in Mumbai Airport, Sahar International Airport, using Goan documents, Goan names, and had, though they were Gujaratis, they got Portuguese passports using the Goan names. That means somebody's documents were used. They were detained and they are being prosecuted. So, for that limited purpose, to see whether it was you or not you, that is all what would be done. Other part is voluntary or not voluntary. Why? Because sometimes in cases of war, they give you a temporary travel document. They may even give you a temporary passport to move out of the country. And therefore you are not voluntarily acquired a citizenship of a foreign country. So therefore, to that limited extent, you are being heard. But if you yourself come before the authority and say, I want an OCI card, it simply means I've acquired a foreign citizenship and here are my documents and therefore I should be given the OCI card. Asking for a renunciation means you are trying to override Article 9, which uses the word ceases to be Indian national. Second, in Goa, you are troubling people by saying you registered your birth and therefore you became a citizen of Portugal in that year of registration. Therefore you were playing the game of surrender and revocation. Now when it comes to international places, that is any place abroad, Indian missions abroad, you are asking people, where is your renunciation certificate? In that reply, I have also cited 2 cases in Portugal giving the numbers, the application numbers. I won't say the names because these are private and confidential. But I've given the names and the numbers of 2 persons in Portugal who went similarly to get an OCI card and they were told there is no renunciation certificate. I've also quoted the case of Kaitu de Silva, ex-MLA, who registered his birth and got Portuguese passport, and yet the government of India held that he was still an Indian citizen. I've also quoted the case of Advocate Iris Rodrigues, where he registered his birth and obtained a Portuguese passport, but he did not renounce his citizenship, but they said that he was a Portuguese citizen. So therefore, you can't have a dual stand when it suits you and when it does not suit you. I even quoted Mehul Choksi case, because Government of India wanted to bring him back, said he did not renounce despite the fact he had taken a foreign citizenship. So you can't play hide and seek and confuse people, and whom you like, you will save. And it's like the washing machine theory. Just because he joins your party or he is going to be supporting you financially or politically, you cannot take a different stand. If a person has registered the birth in a foreign country and has become, by any law, the registration confers citizenship right, then nothing more remains. He ceases to be an Indian citizen. And these are issues which I think the central government needs to come with clarity. I have written a letter to the central government bringing out these facts and asking the central government to give me a clear-cut, black and white answer as to the situation, so that people are not being troubled internationally and no one escapes the law even within India.
सर कशा तरेन तुमी पळयता कारण खूब तुमी सुद्दां म्हाका दिसता डिस्कशनान आशिल्ले OCI इशू जेन्ना जालो होम मिनिस्ट्री वांगडा सुद्दां जेन्ना CM गेल्ले सो फायनली तुमी सॅटिस्फायड आसा कारण तुमी म्हाजे कडेन उलयतना म्हळ्यार की एक मदीं कितें तरी क्लॉज एक कितें तरी आसा म्हणटाले तुमी
ना तुमक याद आसा जाल्यार असेंब्लीन हांवें कितें काडलें असेंब्लीन हांवें कितें म्हणलें की ते लोकांनी रेजिस्ट्रेशन केल्लें तें तांकां खबर नाशिल्ली ते सिटीजन जाय म्हणून आनी भरपूर लोकांक प्रॉब्लम जाल्लो की ते रेजिस्ट्रेशन केलां आनी कितले वर्सां उपरांत हे लोकांनी मागीर सरेंडर करपाक गेले तेन्ना प्रॉब्लेम जावपाक लागले तांकां. सो आमचें कितें तांकां एमनेस्टी दिवन, कित्याक तांकां जाय आसलें रजिस्ट्रेशन करपाक एक दिसा वचत म्हूण पुर्तुगाला, नाल्यार आमच्या भुरग्यांक नात्यांक कोणाक चान्स मेळपाक. आनी तो रेजोल्युशन आशिल्लो that it was about registration to give them amnesty as a one-time measure. हें आशिल्लें. CMन तेन्ना सांगलां, we will take this matter up with the central government. This question about OCI revocation came in a different discussion. It was not the main one. That is why I said that main issue of giving amnesty has not died. Because आज सद्या कितें जातलें, कोण रजिस्ट्रेशन केलो तो सद्या पोर्तुगेज सिटीजन जालो, ताका आनी कांय रायट ना. His rights will be affected qua his holding property, bank accounts, doing transactions, making payments. Sogle will have to be under foreign exchange. How is he holding saving bank account? He will not even be able to be employed. He will not be able to do business. So this will be many things which will affect the people. Even you can hold property, even if you register your ancestral property, you can continue to register, but you can't acquire. So two things are found apart of it. And then acquisition, agricultural property. To take to parat. So that is why those are issues of our Goans who don't want to go. They just want to remain here. So that is the issue which is pending, which I think has still not been sorted out.